Forces have captured two top Ansaru leaders wanted for deadly attacks, including the 2022 Kuje prison break. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, at a news conference in Abuja, confirmed the arrest of Muhammad Usman, also known as Abu Bara, and Abubakar Abba, also called Malam Mahmouda. The two men described as central figures of the Ansaru terrorist network. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
Concluded a high-risk intelligence-led.
The Ansaru group, with long-standing links to Al-Qaeda terrorist organization, has been responsible for several high-profile terror operations in Nigeria. Among them, the attack on Kuje Correctional Facility, which freed hundreds of inmates. Abubakar Abba, alias Malam Mahmouda, was not only the supreme leader of the Mahmoud terror group, but also a foreign-trained militant having undergone extremist training in Libya.
The group was first formed in January 2012 with a public declaration in Kano. It emerged as a splinter faction from Boko Haram, positioning itself as a humane alternative. However, its stated aim quickly turned into attacking Nigerian security agencies.
His arrest, alongside Abu Bara, is seen as deflating Ansaru's central command. The fall of Ansaru's leadership represents a critical step in dismantling extremist networks in Nigeria.
The federal government, under the able leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has consistently maintained that Nigeria will indeed be free for all Nigerians. Therefore, what we have witnessed today is another indication of the commitment of not just the president, but all those who are saddled with the responsibility of ensuring that lives and property are protected in this country under the able leadership of the National Security Advisor and all the service chiefs. I have maintained consistently that you do not seed your front pages or your headlines to these terrorist criminals who are trying day and night to make sure that all of us do not find a place to sleep in this country.
Mahmouda terror group has been responsible for terrorizing parts of north-central Nigeria, particularly Bagu in Niger State and parts of Kwara State. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
Stakeholders in Ebonyi State have spoken their minds and that of their people and confidently expressed unrelenting support for the current administration both at federal and state levels. At a town hall in Abakaliki, they stated that the ongoing infrastructure rebirth in the southeast informed their position to remain ambassadors of the renewed hope agenda. Saliu Abdullahi Gwanara reports.
The ambience of a happy people at the Christian Economical Center in Abakaliki made the engagement between the people and the federal government delegation led by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, that of a homecoming. He explained federal government policies and attributed their impact to the judicious implementation of the post-subsidy regime plan that is supporting the state and local governments to fast-track development.
Before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was sworn in as president, there is not any serious federal government project here in the Ebonyi State. And there are not so many federal government projects scattered around the southeast. Today, from Enugu to Abakaliki, everywhere you follow, all the roads, all the bridges, all the flyovers are being done either by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or what your governors are doing. Now, what this tells me is that because the president says he wants to collaborate with these governors, you are having peace and you are having money at the disposal of the state government to continue to deliver dividends of democracy to all of you.
Elated with the infrastructural renaissance in the southeast, Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwefuru promised to sustain efforts in delivering dividends of democracy as a worthy ambassador of the renewed hope.
I am happy that I am the governor at this period. You can see the reason, because I have a man who is the president of this country who believes in building subnationals through their leaders. and that is why this development is ongoing. You can see that Ebonyi has come of age, and we are competing with other states.
Ebonyi State is the fastest growing state in this country. Ebonyi State is the most peaceful state in this country.
In all the 5 states in Ebonyi State, in Southeast, only Ebonyi State, they don't have sit-down at home on Monday. Cottage shall not be governor, because we have engaged all of us.
We are happy the way the affairs of the country has been piloted for the past 2 years plus.
Citizens Engagement Initiative is encouraging and expanding the two-way communication strategy and increasing direct feedback on government activities between the people and government. In Abakaliki, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
Still in Abakaliki, President Bola Tinubu has approved the release of 16.7 billion naira for the immediate reconstruction of the Mokwa Bridge in Niger State, which was destroyed by flooding in May 2025. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed this after a meeting with his colleague, the Minister of Works, David Umahi. Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara again has the details.
3 months ago in Makwa, Niger State, a devastating flood occurred that claimed the lives of several persons and displaced hundreds of families. The bridge in Makwa, linking the northern and southern parts of the country, was not also spared. However, efforts by the federal government to ensure the rebuilding process of the affected Makwa Bridge has yielded results.
The president, before he traveled out yesterday, graciously approved the immediate reconstruction of the Mokwa Bridge, as requested by the Honorable Minister. He graciously approved, because of him. And also he requested himself and NSA the reconstruction of the washed away, 5-span bridge of Wokari in Taraba State, But he's a man that is very fair. And each time he does something, he touches the entire geopolitical zone.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation says the approval underscores the administration's responsiveness to urgent infrastructure needs.
My senatorial district, we want to thank Mr. President, and we want to thank the Honorable Minister of Works. We jointly discussed about this, and we approached Mr. President, and Mr. President graciously approved that bridge. It means a lot for the people of my state. 16.7 billion to reconstruct that Mokwa bridge. It's a 10-span bridge. We want to thank Mr. President, and I feel really very honored. And when we discussed with the president and said this means a lot for us, he quickly appended his signature. And so we feel very happy. The Minister of Works, even though he's from Ebonyi, he was the first set of people that sent people to Mokwa to go and look at what is happening there. And only yesterday or 2 days ago, Mr. President graciously approved that Mokwa bridge for our people. We feel very, very honored for that. I know that even our governor will be very, very happy to hear this. Thank you.
There was reassurance here that the Tinubu administration's infrastructural projects are designed and being executed across the country. In Abakaliki, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
Elsewhere, the value addition policy of the federal government in the solid mineral sector has started attracting revenue to the government and creating jobs for the youth. Officials of the World Bank and the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development stated this while inspecting Asba and Wisdom lithium plant in Abuja to assess the level of compliance with the policy. Mie Ogede reports.
Value addition is Minister Dele's deal with any investor in the solid minerals sector. And this informed his active participation in the groundbreaking of Asba and Wisdom lithium plant in Wasa, Abuja, April 2024. 16 months later, forest turned to an industrial hub. Delegation from the Solid Minerals Ministry and the World Bank the ignitor of the plant, and impressed with the new dawn in the solid minerals sector in Nigeria.
What I've seen here is actually magnificent. And this is an example of what Nigerians can do given the right opportunities. We're now transiting from the oil sector and into oil to green energy. And I think Nigeria is now putting the right infrastructure to lead in this.
Sitting on 400,000 hectares of land, with 2 separation plants for metal and lithium, capable of producing 1.6 million tons per annum, providing 1,200 skilled and unskilled jobs.
Before we are exporting the raw material, then this government said no, we need to add value. So we come up with this. So, and all this is courtesy of Mr. President, Renew Hope Agenda, and the Honorable Minister, Dr. Henry Oladele Alake, is giving us a maximum support. So if government policy is good, you can be able to excel. You can be able to do whatever you want to do. So, and this one, the revenue for the government is going to be around $500 million per annum. And this is the first one.
4 underground tunnels with 200 meters long, capable to feed the plant for 50 years. Mia Ogede, NT News.
And that is the morning news. I'd like to thank you for your time. I'm Ayodeji Makinde. We'll go for a break, and when we return, Patience and Thelma would have the rest of Weekend Daily. Promises to be a blend of information and entertainment. Oh, should I just say a bit of Miliki and Tungba this Sunday morning. Good morning again.